Hey guys, Don, Adventures of the Broken Retired. Thank you very much for being here. See how many of you remember this. Watch.
Hey y'all. Well, I've got some more to talk about with all the culture stuff. This is Don with Adventures of the Broken Retired. I've got some more I want to talk about with the culture stuff, but I've run across a problem with my phone. After 3-4 minutes of recording, it just cuts off. It doesn't want to play anymore. So I don't know what's going on. Unfortunately, I can't do any more videos until I figure it out. And I've got to go to work today, so I'll be back with you as soon as I can. Kind of sit tight for me if you would. I really appreciate your patience, and I appreciate your subscriptions. Thank you all very, very much. I'll be back with you as soon as I can.
I don't know exactly when that was. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was 11 months ago. I think it was 11 months, which, by the way, I have an anniversary coming up. I need to do something for the anniversary. I've got a 1-year anniversary coming up in just a few days. I need to do something about that. Anyway, I got the storage situation fixed on the phone back then. And a few days ago, I did the interview, that you saw. Hopefully you saw it. It's a pretty good video. And after that, I started having trouble with the telephone cutting out. And there was a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to get done, a whole bunch of work I wanted to do, and talk about and show you. And couldn't do it because the telephone, and I worked to try to get the telephone storage to work. I couldn't fix it. So I went to the AT&T store and they couldn't fix it. So I went to the Apple store and found out something very interesting. Okay? Of course, the remedy is what? Buy a new phone. Of course. It's pretty much always buy a new phone. Last time I didn't have to buy a new phone. The phone was only a couple of months old. They had to replace the hardware or software. I don't know. They had to replace some kind of wear in the phone to make it work. But this time I had to replace the phone to make it work. The interesting part about having to replace the phone to make it work is that the telephone, it kept sending me a message saying I had to update the phone. I don't like to update the phone because then you end up having to relearn how to use everything, which I find to be aggravating. But eventually the telephone uploaded itself. It uploaded the whatever program, the new security program is what it said. It uploaded by itself. I didn't do it. It did it on its own. And that upload consumed 30 gigs of space. By taking up that 30 gigs of space, it only left me a gig and a half, 1.5 gigs left over to be able to use for my phone, which of course is not enough to do anything, so the phone would no longer work. So the telephone automatically, on its own, without my consent, uploaded a security improvement that made the phone obsolete. I don't know what I can get away with saying on this, but that kind of sounds to me like a pretty good way to sell a new phone. And my option would be what? Yeah. So there we are. But I'm back up and running. I'm going to go get some more stuff. Of course, it's raining today. I got to go see if I can get... Ed won't go outside when it rains. He will not go outside. You can't drag him out. I'd have to hog tie and put him in a wheelbarrow and dump him in the yard. But I'm going to have to go. He's got to, sooner or later, he's got to go outside, you know. Anyway, I'm going to get back to it and see about getting some stuff done so we can continue on our journey together. Thanks. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much.